Hey everybody, we're just streaming this Miami-Dade County auction. There's only one property going today, but I'm bidding on it, so let's go see where we end up. So I think this property's got a market value of around $200,000. That's my guess on it. I'll show you what it looks like. Well, we have some time. It's inside of the Byron Towers condos, Unit 2E. It's a one bed, one bath, but I guess it's a multi-family condo is what they're calling it. Said we have a market value stamped on this of about $200,000, so my high bid's around $164,600. I'll put that in the note. I'll put that in the comments just so, well, you guys know I mean it. If you have any questions on this, just let me know where I got this evaluation. How I got this evaluation is done through a formulation. We have to do due diligence prior to the auction to understand what today's market value is. We apply our discount to that. On top of our discount, we have to take into consideration future expenses, plus county recording fees and taxes. We use that formula to create what I call a maximum bid price or a conservative purchase formula, and mine's $164,634 on this property. Change this music. I thought this song would be longer, and it's just not very good for me. So I'm gonna change that song for you guys. Remember, I'm evaluating this off of a $200,000 market value, about a $200,000 market value, and that's gonna give me my max bid price of $164,634. That's $164,600 because you have to bid in $100 increments. Let's see how high it goes and see if we can get close to that. You just saw another minute got added to our timer here. What happens on an online auction is it counts down from a minute down, essentially. But anybody places a bid with 10 seconds or less remaining, it'll repopulate some more time. So let's see if, yep, somebody else just put another bid in there. You saw that pop up. So another minute's added. They're 153,100 right now. Floating in here, still got about a minute left. If somebody places a bid with the 10 seconds or less remaining, it'll populate another minute. But I think I'm bidding to 164,600, so I'm good with this number here. This is a program called Land Vision. I can see all the different parcels throughout the country, really, and I can run comps. This will show me recorded sales. So I'm going to look within the last 7 months and within a 1 mile radius, and I'm going to see if there's properties that have sold similar to this. This is where I get my evaluation and my numbers. Still another minute remaining on the auctions. Bid up to 155,900. Let me stop sharing this for a second just because it might not populate the list for me. Oh, just got bid over. I was at 164,600, and we just got bid over to 165,100. And it looks like they're going to close out on this. We watch that where it says time remaining. It'll switch to finalizing bid. Typically, it lags like this because there's another bidder that's placing a manual bid. They just did. They could tell that somebody had their manual bid page open, and so they didn't want to close the auction. Excuse me. Now it's going to go crazy. You saw it stall there right about 165, and now it's all the way up to 170. It's going to go crazy because that's what happens when people start getting emotional and they forget that they're investors. The market value on this property is $200,000, but you still have to pay surtaxes, recording fees, and tax stamp fees in Florida. So they're, on 170, they're really paying at 178. Sell it at 200 if you're lucky, and you're gonna pay about 10,000 in commission. So that's 190 minus 178. So you did a lot of work to make 12 grand. I wouldn't bid on this beyond this number here, or excuse me, beyond my number of 164. We got 1 minute, so I was able to pull my comps up. I'll give you guys an idea of how this works. You can see my green square. That's our unit is inside of this building. All these properties that have numbers on them are properties that are similar type of properties and rooms and sizes and everything. So good comps within that have sold within the last 7 months. So if we just go look at them, we can mouse over and see that this one sold for $240,000. This one sold for $80,000. So pretty wide difference there. 142 sold for $187,000. Let's stay out of the water area. It's 173. 178. That's not it. That was 424. It's gonna be something else. This one sold for $230. This one sold for $890,000, so a different one. This one sold for $200,000. This one sold for $195,000. This one sold for $330,000. This one sold for $225,000. Sold for $136,000. So in that area, you've had a pretty wide range, but I do think 200 is probably a high market value. I think probably 185, 190 would have been even better. And now we're going to watch where they go with it. Less than 10 seconds. They're at $170,000. Sold for $170,900. So $171,000 before taxes and fees. It's higher than I would have gone. Anyways, thanks for joining me for the auction. I try and do these often, so anytime you see me pop on, tag along. Thanks.